All right, all right. How's everybody doing? I'm excited to be here, guys. I am actually here with a good friend of mine, okay, Mr. Gregg. And Stephen, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, JC?
Man, I'm doing good, brother. It's good to see you again. I know that we were hanging out last night, and yeah, man. But I wanted to do, Stephen, a video here because I've got a lot of friends in the industry of network marketing, sales, everything that you and I are experts in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And ever since I met you, when you told me about how you train people and everything that you're doing, I was very impressed because nobody is giving that value of training to people.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of people out there, in the industry of network marketing or direct sales that don't have the leadership, don't have the help, don't have the support that they need to go out there and be successful. So when I heard of what you're doing, I gotta admit, Stephen, I was a little bit skeptical because I'm like, why in the world would you do it basically for nothing? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, it's very generous, but then I saw a little bit of your content, then I got to know you, then I realized, wow, you are giving people, and there's so many people out there that they don't have upline support. They don't have people to teach them, what's going on. So, before anything, can you tell me a little bit, I know you've told me already, but if you could share a little bit about your background, what you've done in the industry, right, that'd be great.
Sure. Yeah, I've been in network marketing about 32 years now. I started when I was 18 years old. I had a big dream that I believed in. I wanted to do these big community centers to help people years ago because I watched a video called Countering the Conspiracy to Destroy Black Boys when I was 18 years old. And I just said, you know what, I really want to do something for the community. And so I created this whole plan. And, when you're young, you're eager, you want to get out and do something. So I did. I got into network marketing, but at the time I was really shy. I had no skill set, no experience, no money, no nothing. But I had this gigantic dream. So, and no college degree or anything. So I figured I got to get into network marketing. And that's when I got in. And then my first 12 years I failed. I was about 70,000 in debt. I ran into a mentor named Chris McGarrihan and Kevin Trudeau. And they taught me from a very high level. They taught me what 7, 8, and 9-figure income earners do. They didn't teach me what I should do as a basic person. They taught me what the top people do. And I learned it for about 2.5 years, trained under them. And then after that, I got into network marketing with Aflac as a direct sales company. And I started doing there, did really well. And then they had me doing trainings to them. So I created training systems in Aflac. And it was actually one of the best training systems Aflac's ever seen to be able to get into businesses. And I did really well. But again, I was still learning how to train, how to coach. So I started putting systems together. A few years later, I got into other network marketing companies, and I did okay. But then in 2006, I got into a real estate investment school. It cost $20,000 to join. And I didn't have 20 grand. I was about 150,000 in debt at the time I did it because I left Aflac and bought a house and did all kinds of other stuff. But by the time I got there, I decided, you know what, I need to do this business. So I found 20 grand. I got it from many different places. I pushed all my chips in, and in 14 months, I put over $1.4 million in my bank account from a standing start. And the only way I did that is I created a training system that was duplicatable. And I used to train people through a boot camp system and on a consistent basis in my office. We used to have about 700 people a week coming to our office. It was pretty crazy. And
right.
I grew the fastest growing organization in that company at $20,000 a sale. And wow. It was amazing. And then from that office, a lot of people came out that were very successful, that are multimillionaires today. They took the information I learned and it worked for them really well. After that, I started coaching people one-on-one, and I did that for the next 10 years. And I was in network marketing here and there, but I started coaching people and training people the systems that I had developed between Aflac and that company and the things that my experience of how to grow a network marketing business, because I had something unique. There's not too many trainers in the world that, have built a network marketing business with a $20,000 product.
Right.
So my background was a very unique one. Plus it was direct sales and network marketing. So that combination, I was able to help so many people from different walks of life, real estate, insurance, car sales. It didn't really matter because I have so much experience in direct sales. I was able to help so many people. And then, so that's kind of my background a little bit. And then this year I decided to do something a little different. I wanted to really make a big impact and impact the masses.
Right. Well, that's, you mentioned one of the key words that, and what it takes to be successful, which is duplication, right?
Yeah.
And tell me if this is your same experience, but my experience is the following. Uh, a lot of people out there are building their business from different, whether it's products or services, and they're doing what works instead of what duplicates. And there's an old saying in network marketing. It says, don't do what works, do what duplicates, because what works doesn't always duplicate, but what duplicates always works.
Yes.
So there's a lot of people out there that are building a business personality driven, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that can only go so far because other people don't have your personality, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that, for example, I always say this story. In about 2013, I was in the healthy coffee business, became the #1 earner of that company, the #1 producer. And one of the guys that joined my team was a real estate broker. And he had a big real estate office, fancy cars, big house. And he tried to do everything in his house, bring people to the house, which is fine, but only to a certain degree, because then when the team starts growing away from you, those people, they don't have a house like he does.
That's
so
right.
It's not duplicatable. He was doing it based on his results and stuff like that. And he didn't understand the concept of duplication. And so have you seen that out there? That a lot of people are out there just kind of like going all out, but they're not really creating the systems that are duplicatable.
Yeah, that happened to me a lot of times as well. That's exactly right. Because, because I had so much experience in sales, that was my problem. I'll just tell you a real quick story. When I was at Aflac, there was a guy that came to me, and I was, doing really well, training a team at that point. And a guy came to me, he goes, "Steven, can we talk?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was a pharmaceutical sales rep. And he said, "Can we go to Denny's and talk for a little bit?" And I was like, "Sure, no problem, let's do it." So we did. And then after, he goes, "Steven, I just want to tell you, man, you are the best salesperson I've ever met. Your systems are amazing, but you remind me of Barry Bonds." And I was like, "Barry Bonds, the baseball player?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Why?" "Because I've got some muscle." He goes, "No, man, because let me explain." He goes, "Imagine you are and Barry Bonds was a little league baseball coach." I was like, "Okay." He goes, "Well, why don't you," he says, "Barry Bonds is going to teach the kids how to hit a baseball." He goes, "Okay." So he goes, "Okay, Johnny, pitch me the ball." And Johnny pitches him the ball, and he whacks it 400 yards over the fence. He's like, "Okay, Johnny, you do that." So Johnny comes up and hits it as hard as he can, and it goes to like first base. He's like, "Okay, that's cool, but let me really show you how to hit a baseball. Tommy, throw me a ball." And Tommy throws it, and he whacks it, 500 yards out of the park. He's like, "Okay, Johnny, you come and do that." So Johnny comes and hits it as hard as he can. It goes like the shortstop. He's like, "All right, that's good and all, but let me really show you how to hit a baseball." So he goes, "Come on, Mikey, throw me the ball." And so he goes, "Steven, that's kind of what you do to us." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "What you do and the skill set you have is unbelievable. And because you have that skill set, you expect us to be able to do what you do. And we can't do what you do." And he goes, "So I get discouraged and I don't do anything because I can't be you." And I was like, "Okay, I get it." From that point on, they never saw me do a presentation again. What I did was I took everything that was in me that was scriptable. I scripted word for word what I said, exactly how I said it. I wrote it on a script. I gave it to them, and I recorded them. And I said, "You memorize the script word for word, and it'll work for you." So that's what they did. They memorized the script. They went out in the field, and it worked for them. They'd come back in and say, "Okay, I got 3 payroll authorizations. Now what do I do?" They didn't even know the business. All they knew was the script, because the script worked. And that's when I discovered that I was not duplicatable, a system is. And so that's when, from that point on, I stopped training people. What I did was I developed systems, and I let the system build my business. And that's how I was able to go from zero, $1.4 million in a $20,000 product. Because all I did was develop a duplicatable system, taught the people the system, and I let the system build my business. So everything you just said, man, is dead on. That's exactly the challenge. Matter of fact, let me tell you one other thing I see in network marketing. Too many systems. Network marketing companies or downlines may have 10, 20, 30 different systems in one organization.
That's true.
And there's no other industry in the world that allows everybody in the company to come up with their own training system. You can't go to Microsoft and say, "Well, you know what? Let all the employees and the trainers and the managers and the employees, everybody come up with their own training system." No, they have one system and everybody duplicates. You go to a franchise, everybody does. Could you imagine a franchise, Taco Bell, deciding, "Yeah, I'm gonna let the employees come up with the way they want to clean the building and the colors they want to paint the room," and nobody does that but network marketing. and then you'll wonder why we got a 97% failure rate.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? It's very interesting because it's true. This team has their own system. And a lot of times it's ego driven, right? This guy has his own system because he wants to say that's the Joe Schmo system, right? And then this guy says this is the team Big Mo system, right? And so it's like it should be everybody beating the drum at the same time. And one of the things that I love about your story and what you're doing for the industry is that you are a generic trainer, period. What you do is you offer basically like a foster mentor is basically what you are. Right. And so, and you teach them in a systematic way from the most basic, correct me if I'm wrong, from the most basic fundamentals to the most advanced, because you've been there. You've made $1 million in a year in your career, right? You've made a lot of money multiple times, not only in network marketing, but just in business in general.
Indirect sales.
And you know, system stands for, it's an acronym that stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money.
That's right.
So people will fail, but systems don't. One of the very, very basics in network marketing that I tell people is this: listen, if you want a sales organization to grow 100 levels deep and 1,000 miles away, it can only be done through a duplicatable system that where a dud can recruit a stud and where it could work 1,000 miles away and 100 levels deep. And so I love the fact that what you are doing, Stephen, is, and I want you to tell us about your system. And before you tell us about your system, I want everybody watching this to know this. Stephen is a friend of mine. He's a brother. He's a brother in Christ of mine, okay? I am not endorsing Stephen for any financial gains whatsoever. I am doing it because I believe in the system, because I believe in the industry, and because I believe that people in the industry need help. They need some serious training. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're watching this and you're part of a network marketing company and you got a great system that you're having success with, more power to you. Go through.
That's right.
But there's a lot, because we don't want to step on any toes, but there's a lot of people out there, and you're going to be blown away right now when this guy shares with you a system. There's a lot of people out there that are looking for something, they don't have it. So, Stephen, because we're a little bit short on time, okay, but tell us about your system, what it contains, you know, what somebody has to do to be a part of it and get trained directly by you, and also tell us about, you know, the next training that you're doing.
Sure. Well, the system I created is called businesssalesaccelerator.com, and accelerator is ACCELERATOR, Business Sales Accelerator, and it's an online training academy. So what happened is about a year ago, I had a lady who makes about $50,000 a month in her company contact me and want me to train her leaders. So she wasn't like wanting me to train her new people, she wanted me to train her leaders. So on the website, you'll see a video of me and her talking kind of like this. And we put together a training, and I trained them for 4 days, 6 hours each day. And I wrote a 92-page workbook. And I trained them step by step how to build a business and how to duplicate a business. So I had to go through everything. I had to go through the mindset. I had to go through the skill sets. I had to go through how to develop a team and duplicate every systems. I had to go through all of it because I was teaching the leaders how to duplicate a team. So I did that. They all paid over $1,000 to get in the training. And so then I started selling that for about $1,000 to $3,000 for about a year. But then after, you know, time started getting challenging for people and all this stuff that came out with this coronavirus and all this stuff, and I just put it on my heart and said, you know what, people, this industry has been so good to me over the years. I really need to give back. I want to take care of the people that have taken care of me and my family for 30 years. So what I did is like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to sell this training anymore. I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give away my training. I'm going to give away my time. I'm going to be the leader for the mentors. I'm going to be the mentor for the masses. That was the new brand I created, the mentor for the masses. I'm going to give the training away to anyone who wants it for free. They can contact me. They can talk to me. I'll help them grow their team. I'll coach them. I'll do whatever they want. All they got to do is go to the academy and buy the workbook. The workbook's $20 one time. No monthly payment. No coaching fees. No upsells. There's not a bunch of stuff you got to buy. We're going to come to my next seminar, my next workshop. I said I'm giving it away for free. So anyone is without excuse. Everyone now has the ability to get trained in network marketing, no matter where they are.
So you're telling me that they could get your training for free. All they got to do is buy the workbook that costs $20 one time.
That's correct.
There's no upsells. They're not going to be back there like, hey, buy my new extra extreme millionaire formula for $300. None of that.
No. As a matter of fact, I do additional free trainings all the time. Today, I want to mention this real quick. I'm doing a training today at 4 p.m. Pacific time. The website is www.bit.ly/recruit-a-pro. And I'm going to be teaching people how to recruit up. In other words, how to find people that are professionals and successful people that are not in the market. Because right now, there's a lot of people struggling. There's a lot of people out of work. There's a lot of people open to opportunities, and a lot of people don't know how to connect them. Because everybody's on Facebook just posting and posting and posting, but they don't know how to connect, generate the lead, and convert it to a sale. And I'm going to teach them how to do it online and offline, and that training is for free too. That actually goes in the academy. I'm sorry?
Today at 4 p.m. Pacific.
4 p.m. Pacific time today. The website, if you want to register, it's www.recruitapro.com, all lowercase. And they can go register, they can come onto the training, and I'm going to be teaching them step by step, word for word, exactly what works so they can build their organizations. And the best part about this is they don't have to pay me a penny for the training, and then they can go join the academy and get all the rest of the training too.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to definitely be on that training. And so right now with the coronavirus, everything that's going on, everybody's at home. One of the advice that I give people is, I've been in the industry of networking for a long time, as you know, half my life, a little bit over half of my life. I'm 37. I started at 18.
Yeah.
And I made a few $1 million in the industry, and I'm going to be getting back in the industry soon. As of right now, I'm not in. But I'll tell you what, one of the motivations for me was what's happening worldwide. People worldwide are figuring out a home-based business is a smart move, right?
That's right.
What I love about your trainings is that it's generic. There's some leaders that are very busy, or maybe they're not that good at training. They could use you. So any big leaders in the industry, contact Steven, right? If you need a great, effective, and simple system that is inexpensive. I mean, come on. Like, I'll be honest with you. I don't agree with Steven on I agree with him on most things. One of the things I don't agree with him on, and I got to tell you, Steven, I don't agree with you on the $20 price, but brother, I know that you're doing it because your heart is that big and you want to help people. And you know what? I respect that, bro. You know what I mean? So today, 4 p.m., what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this. This is going on Facebook. I'm going to share the link. Send me the link, which actually you already did, and I'll share it on Facebook. That way, anybody wants to get on your free training, 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is in about 5 hours from when we're recording this, they're going to be able to see it. So I know, Steven, that you got another meeting to go to. Any closing words?
Yeah, I just want to tell why, because, I've been criticized a lot of times by a lot of leaders of why in the heck am I doing this? I'm kind of, there's a lot of people out there that are coaching that charge big fees to do this type of stuff. But why would I spend so much time doing it? I'll tell you why I'm doing it. It's because I care. Because somebody did it for me. When I was 18 years old and I was about 20-something years old, Chris McGarrahan, he actually came to me and said, Steven, and he started mentoring me and coaching me, and he taught me the things I know, a lot of the things I know at that time, and I didn't deserve it. I was uncoachable, I was hard-headed, I wouldn't learn what he wanted to teach me at the time, but he took me on behind his wing, and he taught me the skill sets of a 7, 8, 9-figure income earner. And he did it even when I didn't deserve it. So that's why I said, you know what? I want to be the mentor for you. I want to be the mentor for the masses. I want to be able to give to people because they need it. And there's a lot of people out there, they can't afford 500 or 1,000 hours or $20 a month or $50 a month, especially right now. A lot of people just can't afford it, but they still need the training. Matter of fact, 97% of the market can't afford it. That's why they're 97% of the market. Wow. I want to help them. And so, so a big leader, if they have a big team, I have people in their team that have 15,000 people in their team. They're referring everybody to the team because here's why. They don't have to train their team anymore. All they got to do is go sponsor people, plug them into the system, and they get trained the exact same way. Like you said, from number 1 to 100, I don't care how wide, I don't care what country they're on, it doesn't matter. They can come to the training and learn one system, one voice, and it can duplicate, and it costs the leader nothing to do it. So that's
I'll tell you what, a lot of people that are watching this on my Facebook, you guys know me in the industry as, the trainer that I am, right? I like to think that I'm a pretty damn good trainer. I've gotten a lot of great feedback over the years, and I've been a company trainer multiple times. I've been offered multiple times to be a company trainer with big salary positions and stuff. And one time I took it, about 5 times I did it. The point that I'm getting to is this. I've never recommended a trainer. Right? This is the first time I do. Because when I met Steven and I saw his content, then I saw his heart, I said, people need, I wish, bro, I wish I had access to this information in 2001 when I started the industry. It would have saved me literally years, bro. And I would have made hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars more, had I had access to something like this, but I didn't. So, Steven, thank you so much for your time, bro. I'll see you at 4 o'clock, my brother. And I'm going to go ahead and share this on Facebook, and we're going to go ahead and knock it out and, you know, help a lot of people that need it.
All right, man. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for allowing me to come on and share with your friends and the people that you care about, man. Thank you so much for giving me that
Thank you, my
opportunity.
brother. No problem. God bless you, brother.
God bless you, too. Talk to you soon. All right.